Why must you go insane the moment I want to go live? Kitties, kitties. Hi, Nada Dramanana. Can you hear me? The moment I set up the live stream and went to hit go live, I mean, 3 of the 4 ninja kittens went off the deep end. Anyway, am I live? Am I here? Not a drama, Nana. Am I here? That threw me for a loop. Hi, Sarah. What in the world has gotten into y'all? Hi, Lucy Cat. I mean, the second maybe they'll settle down. If they don't, I don't know what we'll do. Hi, Matthew. We did? Well, you better hope my husband doesn't find out. Oh, Lordy mercy. Yeah, guys. So is the life of a cat rescuer, especially when you have 4 ginger tabbies who are now 2 years old, a little over 2 years old, but they think they are still kittens and they bounce off walls on your live. I didn't get to see the whole thing. I fell asleep. I was watching some of it, Matthew, this morning while I was doing some morning house chores. Your live from last night. So, anyway, hi. And Not a Drama Nana, I think you're the only mod in here right now. Yeah, so, hi. For all intents and purposes, my name is Susan, and welcome to Lip Lock No More. How's everybody doing today? Are you there? You're not talking to me. Am I sitting here like Jody Sue Brown talking to myself? Not a Drama Nana says, hello, everyone. I'm actually catching a live. And thank you for being here, Not a Drama Nana. Not a Drama Nana. John Davis True Crime had the audacity to leave a somewhat, I don't know if he was trying to target, bully, harass, and terrorize me, us, but he left a comment under yesterday's live stream. Oh no, he didn't even leave it, I don't believe, under the appropriate live stream. He left it like under a community post that had nothing to do with me dragging him yesterday. Thank you, Not a Drama Nana, for welcoming folks into the chat. Not a Drama Nana, I have receipts. Anyway, good morning, Sarah Wood. And as I was saying, kiddos, hi, for all intents and purposes, my name is Susan, and the channel is Live Lot No More. And Matthew is silly AF is coming into chat and letting us know that on his live stream, evidently, and of course, he doesn't say which one. Matthew, you need to be a bit more specific over here. If we're going to have a gossip session, I need the bird's eye lowdown on the caper, not just some willy-nilly surface reference to something. I need to know which live. I need the timestamp. I need to know who said it. I need to know, was it actually said by you on a or a panel member on a panel discussion? Was it said by someone who actually saw it? Or did they hear it from someone else? And my other question would be, if it wasn't said by you yourself or someone on your panel, was it said in your chat? If it was said in your chat, was it said by someone who might be a jerk? Boy, I took me a long time to get there, but I finally managed to get to my punchline. So now here's the thing. So long as all we did was sleep, no harm. But if anything other than that, that would be completely inappropriate, not to mention motherfucking untrue. Lucy Cat, you been sick? What's the matter, you? Hi, Vicky. Good to see you, friend. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning, gorgeous. How's that eye implant today? And did you let your eyes rest last night? Like it's any of my business, which it is not. But I'm bossy. There's not a drama nana saying hi to folks and laughing at me talking about John Davis true crime. Lucy Cat saying hi. Poor John. Hi, Froggy. Yeah, I know, not a drama, not a poor John. Let me see. Y'all know the heat wave we've been in here and the impact it's been having on not only StreamYard app, but my internet overall. So I've been giving this general disclaimer up front. If this live stream suddenly and inexplicably ends without me saying goodbye or go to hell, kiss my ass, or F off, it merely means that my internet crashed. So because of that, I've been quite reluctant to attempt to use my StreamYard app to share. But let's see. Let me go over here to my channel on my phone. And let me see if I can find. Let's see. Where would it have been? You guys have been commenting so much. I'm sure I pinned it. It was something. John Davis true crime. Where? Okay, guys, I don't want to bog down too much looking for it. And it may have been under a video rather than. Okay, let me look at this one. No. Anyway, not a drama nana. John Davis true crime basically said um, that he is aware that I had been talking about him, and that he doesn't forget. Now, I don't know, Froggy, honey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep you up. Messy Jessie, come in here, girl, and help me. Oh, Vicky, give me just a second, honey, and I'll try to remember. It's not a locket, sweetheart. It's a stone, and I'm not sure what kind. But to just finish up with that, Messy Jessie, Rockin' Robin, Not a Drama Nana. Hi, Not So Dumb Blonde. Babies, if I miss you, give me a second. I'm not used to StreamYard here. You know, I've been out of practice. So, and the Ninja Kittens are on some kind of, I don't know. They haven't had any catnip. Kids, those of you that hang out with us over at John Davis True Crime, I believe that he has basically threatened to not forget. And so, mods and partakers of John Davis True Crime, we need to let him know on his next live, him being John Davis of John Davis True Crime, we need to let him know that we stand in unity and that we will not forget either. Now, let's be clear on that. I have no idea what it is we're not forgetting. But there's something that he will not be forgetting, which I'm sure was my extremely efficient drag of him yesterday. And so let's all not forget. And let's threaten him with our memories during his next live stream. I don't think Real Rockin' Robin is a mod over there, but my freaking hair. But she's more often than not in the chat. Yorkshire Rose. Hello. Is it tea time for you? I think it's getting near tea time, isn't it? And it's 11:11. Rhonda DeWinter, Jam 420. I just glanced down at the clock on my computer to see the time here because Yorkshire Rose is British and she may be nearing enjoying tea. And it's 11:11. Oh my word, you guys! I'm telling you, I can't stay focused on. It's a good thing that this is nothing more than a gossip session. I don't know why I keep trying to say section rather than session. But I'm going to keep trying. We need to unionize. Patty Ponytail, hi, love. Hello, darling. Good to see ya. Lolly, it is 12:11 in Pennsylvania. I'm Central Time, obviously, Arkansas. So it's good to see you, Lolly. Did you clip it? You clipped it, Esther. Guys, I think I've said before that I try to wait for a time or find a time, not wait for, find a time to go live. Slotted in with real life and responsibilities, of course, along with whatever I might be engaged in, like I'm watching something. or time to walk the dog, or okay, all kinds of things come into uh, getting ready to go live over here. Often the dust settles, and if you look closely at the furniture, you will see that I'm telling the truth. The dust settles late morning, and the ninja kittens are generally crashed. They're having a midday nap. Not today. So all I can do really in order to keep moving forward is do my best to ignore them as much as I can. And what I keep doing over here, when you see me do that, I have an open soda can. And if they careen across my desk here, I've already put my keyboard in my desk drawer and closed it, so they can't run across the keyboard. But I don't want to have to clean up sticky soda pop. Let me see if I can find a slot here in another drawer. Maybe I can not be preoccupied by that. Now, fortunately, for me and for you guys as well, this is another no content live stream. We are going to have a story today, and there goes the cat. Get down. And now that I can get focused. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, love. Hi, Glory. What is it, Jam 420, honey? I just got home from kindergarten. Meet the teacher. Got 2 kindergartners starting Monday. Oh, my word. Are you going to cry? Do you think you'll cry first day? I mean, I can only, I can relate on my own level. And y'all know my oldest boy is 50 years old. And my youngest is in his mid-30s. And my middle boy is 44. And I still remember that feeling. There was part of me, Jam 420, and others that can probably relate. There was part of me that was ready for them to go and begin developing their social structure and their ability to socialize with peers and deal with the issues of life as kindergartners. And for me to have a little more free time, maybe for a few hours out of the middle of the day on a selfish level. Yet, off and on, crying all day long because they were at school. And I felt like I wanted to be seated, if not in the back of the classroom, at least right outside the door in the hallway, just in case they needed me. Hi, Stephen's Adventure. That made me tear up. But y'all know me. You know I do. I cry easily. Rhonda, you cried, they didn't. Yeah, mine didn't either. They were like, bye, mommy. See ya. Okay. Oh. Gem 420 responds, of course, these are my grandchildren I'm raising. And Jam 420 just got the oldest grandson graduated. Well, Jam, but as you said, and of course, honey, yeah, they are your grandchildren. And hi, Doodle Mom. And y'all, if I've missed you in chat, please forgive me. I'm trying to grab everybody at least once before I get this. Is going to be a pretty short live stream today because I literally have no topic. Other than your three went to different states, Glory. I'll tell you, none of mine live nearby. Well, our youngest is, if he's got the pedal to the metal, which he usually does not, but if it's an emergency, which we've had a couple, and I need him here in pretty much a hurry, he can be here in 45 minutes to an hour, but that's exceeding the speed limit on the interstate. But at a normal rate, the closest is at least an hour and a half away at the normal rate of speed under normal weather and traffic conditions. So, Rhonda, thank you for asking about Lillian. And Glory's got an emoji with it. Y'all, I'm trying to get back into practice with StreamYard. Remembering that I can highlight your comments. Jam 420. And I don't think I finished my statement to you. I wanted to give you commendation. There have been those in my family who have raised their grandchildren. And my mother helped me raise mine because I was on the road singing for my supper so much. Along with other things that I've already discussed here on the channel. So I had significant help from my mom at a certain point once my kids were in school, for sure. Well, even before they were, actually. I've had aunts and uncles who raised their grandchildren or a grandchild, or at least provided a safe haven for them depending on their age. You know, maybe they're a young adult or a teenager, and it was better to be at grandma's house or grandma and grandpa in some cases. So just on a sincere level, which is difficult to do through a webcam. I can't see you, but you can see me, Jam 420, and any and all grandparents, foster parents, whether related to the child or not, those who provide guardianship for minors under any set of circumstances. God bless and keep you. God bless you. May he. I shouldn't tell him to. I should ask him to. So, may he bless you. And see, Vicki Parton is agreeing, Jam. Now, I don't know. I've never ventured into grandparent type content here on the app. So I don't know what all is out there. But Jam 420, I really think that is an awesome idea. Grandparents raising their grandchildren. Just sitting here, I've got sparks going off in my brain of, oh my goodness, she could talk about this, she could talk about that. She can talk about really serious things. She can talk about really funny things. She can make us laugh. She can make us cry. And I'll tell you, I have not had to raise any of my 9 grandchildren or great grandchildren, although I am in their lives. I would sub to you, Jan 420, as a grandparent, as a great grandparent. I mean, who knows? It could happen any day. So I would give you what's the word that I'm looking for? I would want to give you any words of positive motivation that you might need to kind of get those cogs a little more active and grease up those cogs in there. And I'd say, go for it. What have you got to lose? Nothing, except maybe a little bit of time. But I think you have everything to gain, not only for a potential audience and the benefit that would be passed on to the grandchildren being raised by the ones that would watch you. But I think that you would find personal benefit. I think you would find personal satisfaction. Although I don't know you, I'm basing that on what I see from you in different chat rooms. I think that you as well, because you're a positive and motivated person. I think that it would feed your heart as well as your mind. Yeah. Oh, and not to mention Jam 420. It would keep you out of trouble. Maybe not. Yeah. Rhonda DeWinter. Rhonda, did you answer me about your not a drama, not a say, go for it. Sweetheart, Rhonda, you probably answered me about your eye today, and you guys know how I am. I see you, Jam. I'll ask something, and then 6 times out of a dozen, I'll get to jacking my jaws, and I don't see the reply until your live chat uploads about 24 hours from now. It takes forever for my live chat to upload because I'm shadow banned and I misbehave so much. I mean, in regards to today's title, it is true. My mama, who lived to be 93 years old and still had all 8 cylinders, okay? She was cooking with gas. She just got tired. That's what she told me. Baby, I'm tired. I'm going home to be with Daddy. And what she meant by going home was she's going to heaven to be with Daddy. So there you go. But, and babies, I'm going to take my eyes off of chat because you know if I don't, which there ain't nothing wrong with that either. I can sit here and talk with y'all all day long just based on what you're putting in chat. But I do want to just kindly, no. Now that the kitties are kind of settling down, don't you jinx me. My mother was born in 1918 out in the middle of nowhere in Izard County, Arkansas. One of 2 girls, the youngest of 2 girls, in an Arkansas farm family that had 11 boys. You heard me right. My grandma, Julia Ann, my granny ma, Julia Ann. And my papaw, Baxter, had 13 children. Now, only 11 of them survived into adulthood. My Aunt Ruby died of measles when she was 3 years old. And there was a baby stillborn. So actually, there were 3 of us. Nonetheless, Great Depression in the United States of America, well, all around the world, actually. During my mother's young life. Hard farm chores. No electricity, no running water, no indoor plumbing. But a pretty good, solid family. A damn good, solid family. But Mama had lots of one-liners. And many of them I can remember hearing my grandma, Julia Ann, say. Babies, please go lay down. And folks, if you're new, I'm a stream of consciousness speaker, and that's why this is so distracting. I don't have a script or something that I can look over and see, well, where was I? Okay, so. In many given situations, my mom had one line that would apply to given situations. And one of them was today's title. It ain't what you say as much as how you say it. I find that there are, oh, by the way, this is a commentary, criticism, critique, opinion, and whatever the heck I want to talk about channel. So that's what I'm going to do before I read you a story. The story will be the politically correct version of The Emperor's New Clothes. Well, what did Mama mean by that? When she'd say to me, girl, or more likely, sissy, sister, I've told you before, it ain't so much what you said, it's the way you said it. And that would be said to me if I had sassed, or if I got a little bit uppity with my mama. I try to apply that here on YouTube. Fall flat on my face more times than I can count. Not that I have attempted to count, because once I have said something, it's been said, and the proverbial adage is and does apply. One cannot unring a bell. Meaning is obvious. However, I find from time to time there are dolts, DOLTS, watching who need a vocabulary lesson. And today they're not going to get one. Nonetheless, when I come on my commentary, criticism, critique, opinion, and what the F ever I want to talk about channel, it's because I'm on YouTube and it's my channel. And therefore, as long as I don't violate terms of service, which I don't, but I seem to keep getting in trouble with how I say things. Not on my channel. I have never once gotten in trouble from the powers that be at YouTube for what I have said on this platform. I haven't even gotten in trouble with the powers that be at YouTube for how I said it. Now, I did get that one strike from old Steve Holder when he put out 96 pages, I believe it was, of a self-published book titled The Dark Secret of the Disappearance of Summer Wells. Well, we all know how that went, don't we? And the burning of that book got me shadow banned. That's all right. Because it wasn't a book. Anyway, as you guys all know, I cash apped my attorney in LA, and my LA attorney emailed YouTube, and YouTube emailed him, and then he sent me the email that they sent, and they said, well, guess what? We're lifting that there strike because we have found that it was unfounded, defined as no basis in fact. Cost me $29.99. So even with the burning of the books unstrike, three strike rule, whatever the fuck. All I got was shadow ban. But I keep getting in trouble for how I tell people in my comment section, trigger warning for language. Trigger warning for language. If you don't like the F word, tune out or turn it down right now, because F words, I'm fixing to F-bomb you. It would appear, based on a little thing I got day 4 yesterday, I think it was. And I'm not in trouble. It was a friendly reminder that I really shouldn't tell people in my comment section to fuck off. Even if you spell it Fukoff, like a brand name. It could be fly spray. Fuck off. It could be a hen out in the barnyard. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. off, fuck off. Well, but it wasn't. And even how I said it didn't keep YouTube. The next morning, when I turned on YouTube, the first thing that came up on my phone screen was a little banner right in the middle of the screen from YouTube. And I had to tap got it before it would go away. And it kind of said, it's not what you say, lip locked no more. It's how you say it. I take that to mean that they would prefer that I not tell people who are fucking assholes that come into my comment section to fuck off. So I'm on probation again. I got 90 days probation. Again. So hi Fred. So I will be being very mindful, not only of what I say, but how I say it to the motherfucking assholes that come into my comment section. I guess I won't tell them to FUKOFF. I will just now if it's a good troll, and I get once in a while I'll get a good troll in comments. If it's a really good troll, and by a good troll I don't mean the person that did the typing. I mean the comment, because y'all know that, right? The word troll applies to more than I'm trolling you. I'm in your chat. Hi, Victoria. I think I said hi, but just in case, I'm not sure. Hi, Shannon. The troll is the comment. Okay? Now, if it's a really, y'all, what it is, the kitty is trying my patience. If it's a really good troll that, although it is offensive or pisses me right the whole fuck off, I'll pin it. And then just, whatever happens, happens. If it's a stupid troll, like, I just look at it and I'll be like, okay, number one, I've never seen your username before. So either you're coming in here because not what I said, but how I said it, or actually more likely you're coming in here because of what I said, not how I said it. And not only that, but you're an ignoramus, and your troll isn't good enough to even stir up anything. I'm just like, well, that's a lead balloon if I ever saw one. So you just get deleted. But since I'm on probation, those of you who mod on other channels, you will notice for the next 90 days, a gentle chef. Oh, why did I put the T? You will notice a gentle chef in my comments as well as my chat, because I got reported by someone, I don't know who, for telling two unfamiliar, never seen before usernames who thought they were good trolls, but they were just stupid, to fuck off. And so I'll be, hi Mohawk Mom, I will be very good, or kind of good, or as good as I can be, until my 90 days probation is up. And I just got off probation on June the 9th for the same thing. Will I ever learn my lesson? I was on probation for 90 days and just got off June the 9th for exactly the same thing. And then I turned around and did it again. So I have to watch my P's and Q's in chat rooms and comment sections. But on here, I can tell you to go fuck yourself. Although, see, I don't use that phrase, as I have used in an educational way before. And I really wish that a lot of you folks out there would get this. Just the actual physics of the thing itself. If you tell me to go fuck myself, you just told me to go masturbate. And the majority of people find that extremely pleasurable. So what did you, oh, ow, oh, okay. Is there a time limit? How can I just go fuck myself for, like, is it a quickie, or can I just go for the, is it a nooner? Is it in the back seat of JLR's car behind Chili's restaurant? Are there devices involved? Do I need to go to the adult store? We don't have one. The closest is, you got to go south and then go west. You got to get on the fucking interstate and drive like an hour one way just to get this stuff, the things that you might use to go fuck yourself with. So you got to rely on old handy dandy. So you will rarely hear Lip Locked No More say, go fuck yourself. Because what have I done? So I prefer to say, fuck off. How she likes diamonds, you're covering your ears. Okay, that's all of the off-color risque, and we'll see how that sits. I don't call myself Lip Locked No More for no reason. The name of the channel alone should tell anybody coming in, like you're scrolling through your recommendeds, and like you've never watched me before, right? You're scrolling through my home on YouTube. Scrolling what's new for me. Oh, there's Cosmic Gnome Banjo, Muna Bras and Shelby Ray, Cat Stevens and Joe Clark, and the Locum I Lie. But then you might get down to one once you get past Sleuth Mom, Traumascape, Nonsense, Trenton B, Cold Case Crystal, Mists of Serenity, decorate your own dorm room. You might come up on a channel called Lip Locked. No more. And that right yonder ought to tell you something. That right yonder, just the name of the channel alone. And then if you look right under that, it says, what does it say? What's it say? What does that say? Jody Sue, Jody Sue, Jody Sue, Jody Sue. Oh, how my butt burns over you. Oh, Jody. It says, this is an opinion, criticism, and commentary channel. I also cuss a lot. Right there. Says it. See right there? See that? That's what it says right there. Okay. Maybe some of y'all just blindly click into a channel. If a channel I have never watched before comes up in my recommended, hi Tracy Hogan, or a creator such as myself might say to a mod, mods, would you please drop a link for Thus and So channel on YouTube? And they drop it. Are you the type that clicks that link and goes over and watches without, oh my goodness, no, you're not. Don't tell me you are. My viewers have discernment, intellect, common sense. Do we not go, let me see, lip locked no more? What does it say? Before I even click, because the click alone registers as a view. Y'all know that, right? There's not like a little timer on there. The minute you hit play, even if you immediately click out, you just gave them a view. Welcome to the Matrix. Now, if I were going to this person who is me, if I were going to that channel on someone else's recommendation, I ain't clicking a motherfucking thing until I do this. That little arrow that takes me to the description of the channel. Oh, well, what does this batshit crazy old lady up in North Central Arkansas and Greers Ferry Lake have to say about her own self? This is an opinion, criticism, and commentary channel. I also cuss a lot. Then, to my potential audience, I have fireworks as bullet points that encourages the viewer to do the following: achieve, inspire, accept, trust, explore, create, live. So right there, you not only find out as well that I've been commenting on YouTube. Now I've only been uploading for 3 years, but I've been participating in chat rooms since May the 9th of 2020. I've had 540,846 views. That tells you, as a potential new viewer, Well, it looks like there's a few people that kind of might be interested in what this batshit old lady has to say. No, okay. All right. She's been around a while. She's not a newbie. That means she's not wet behind the ears. She's not a tin horn. And I see. Oh, she's in the United States. And there's the link to the channel, which I can copy, paste, and share, or paste, whichever way. And then just to let you know, I have a great sense of humor, so you kind of know what you're getting into. A one-liner. Just another apocalyptic voodoo monkey in the sky. Now that is a quote from Dale, a character on the cartoon series, adult cartoon series, King of the Hill. And it is my ultimate favorite quote from any animated series I have ever watched, because it applies to so many situations. And it most certainly applies to this fucking place that I love being part of. Don't you ever get me wrong. Anytime I diss YouTube itself, I'm not saying that I wish I wasn't here, because I'm only one click away from not being here. That's me deleting my channel. That ain't gonna happen. Now, so now you know the name of the channel, which should tell you something up front. You can't shut this bitch up. She's lip locked. No more. I mean, she gonna talk. The description tells you she gonna talk, and sometimes it's gonna make my ears burn. Then she tells me that she wants to be inspirational, not only for herself in her own life, but for me as a viewer. And then she giggles. She makes me giggle just a little bit. Just another apocalyptic voodoo monkey in the sky? Wow, what a statement. Isn't that clever? I wish I had written it. Now, okay. I'm not going to sub up to her yet. Oh, I see she's got almost 6,800 subscribers. 575 videos. Now, I can tell you there were over 1,000, but when I monetized, I deleted over 500 videos from this channel. Those that I thought might keep me shadow banned. Okay, I'm not going to sub to her yet, Lip Lock No More. But I'm going to watch at least one live stream. Maybe I'll watch a couple of her shorts. If I kind of like her personality and think I can trust her character, which, darlings, are not the same thing. Your personality is how you are perceived by others. Your character is who you are on the inside, especially when there is no one else around. Please don't confuse the two. I would like for you to trust my personality. Be inspired by my personality to achieve, to create, and to live your life with a little bit of humor, a splash of Tabasco sauce, And I would really like it, although I am not the queen of YouTube. I'm only the queen of my own channel. If others would be so kind, let people know what your channel is actually about before they click and give you the view. Right. No, we all know that ain't going to happen. So we're going to read The Emperor's New Clothes. After I go pee, I've got to pee. Hang out for a second, and I will probably get in trouble for... Okay, I don't want to get in trouble today. So hang on a second. Joe Clark music.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing.
I can play Joe Clark. I have his permission. Directly from the man himself. Let's see. Sorry. Sorry. I'll be right back. Joe Clark. Wish a motherfucker would.
Give me one good reason. Try to make this work. Give me one good reason. I can drop you in the dirt. I'm trying to be a good man. I'm trying to speak the truth. I don't know what to tell you now. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I've been pushed over the edge one too many times.
And I done went out of my head. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I ain't playing no more games, even if I could.
If you wanna try me now, I wish a motherfucker would. I've helped myself together. I've done what I was told. Dragging on takes so much. This shit's getting pretty old. I won't blink an eye. I sure as hell won't lose no sleep. Better get my earbuds on. The bullshit's getting deep. I've been pushed over the edge one too many times. I done ran out of my head. Oh, come out of my mind. And I ain't playing no more games. Oh, even if I could. If you wanna try me now, I wish a motherfucker would.
All right. And as we fade down from Wish a Motherfucker Would by my friend Joe Clark out of Kentucky, used with permission. Because you see, that's how you respect the music. You don't just cut it off. Don't get me started on that. I came out of the professional music industry. You fade it down. You don't cut it off. Disrespectful. Nincompoops that have absolutely no broadcast, no, never mind. Okay. Under the Fair Use Act, as listed in the description below, today's dramatic reading comes from the continuously and ever popular politically correct bedtime stories, Modern Tales for Our Life and Times, by James Finn Garner. Copyright 1994. Copyright held by James Finn Garner. Okay. Let me mute and cough. No kitty, my soda pop. So, a few months after I started this channel, I came under attack by a piece of shit across the pond that I'll just refer to as Carl. And I purposefully turned my camera sideways, and I read this story to Carl of Enchanted Crap Path. Haven't heard anything about, from, or nothing at all about that POS. You must have gotten that cease and desist. I don't know, because you guys know what I do. The thing I recommend that you do, like if I piss you off, if I really piss you off, you should not only consider unsubscribing, or let it sit for a minute and think about it and see if you're really pissed off before you do that, okay? I'm just saying, count to 10 is what my mama would say. Before you say a word or take an action, count to 10. If you still feel the same after 10, go for it. Okay. And now I'm stoned and I forgot what all of that was going to be about. So let me go on with what the other thing was about, which is that I purposefully turned my camera sideways to make it all wonky so that he would have to do this if he wanted to see me in an upright position. And at that time, this story was directed at that piece of crap path. At this time, this story will be like yesterday's. The characters in the politically correct version of The Emperor's New Clothes, you, the listener, any character in the story, you assign to any person on YouTube that you think that fits. And of course, I already have in my mind who is who in the story. But unlike John Davis' True Crime, I am not going to attempt to unduly influence your thought processes, therefore your choices. The Emperor's New Clothes by James Finn Garner. Far away in a time long past, there lived a traveling tailor who found himself in an unfamiliar country. Now, tailors who move from place to place normally keep to themselves and are careful not to overstep the bounds of local decency. This tailor, though, was overly gregarious and decorum impaired. And soon he was at a local inn abusing alcohol, invading the personal space of the female employees, and telling unenlightened stories about tinkers, dung gatherers, and other tradespeople. The innkeeper complained to the police, who grabbed the tailor and dragged him in front of the emperor. As you might expect, a lifetime of belief in the absolute legitimacy of the monarchy and in the inherent superiority of males had turned the emperor into a vain and wisdom-challenged tyrant. The tailor noticed these traits and decided to use them to his advantage. The emperor asked, "Do you have any last request before I banish you from my domain forever?" Otherwise known as blocking Tiffany Marie. Sorry, that's not in the book. Banished from my domain forever? The tailor replied, "Only that your majesty allow me the honor of crafting a new royal wardrobe. For I have brought with me a special fabric that is so rare and fine that it can be seen only by certain people, the type of people you'd want to have in your realm. People who are politically correct and morally righteous and intellectually astute and culturally tolerant, and who don't smoke or drink or laugh at sexist jokes or watch too much television or listen to country music or eat barbecue." After a moment's thought, the emperor agreed to this request. He was flattered by the fascist and testosterone-heavy idea that the empire and its inhabitants existed only to make him look good. It would be like having a trophy wife and multiplying that feeling by 100,000. Hi, Tears Ran Dry. Hi, Pink. Hi, Leva Cats. Hi, Sonia. Of course, no such rarefied fabric existed. Years of living outside the bounds of normal society had forced the tailor to develop his or her own moral code that obliged him to swindle and embarrass the emperor in the name of independent craftspeople everywhere, or YouTubers. Pardon me while I clear my throat. Thank you. So, as he or she diligently labored, she was able to convince the emperor that he was cutting and sewing pieces of fabric that, in the strictest objective sense of reality, did not exist. When the tailor announced that he was finished, the emperor looked at his new robes in the mirror. And as he stood there naked as the day he was born, one could see how years of exploiting the peasantry had turned his body into an ugly mass of puffy white flesh. The emperor, of course, saw this too, but pretended that he could see the beautiful, politically correct robes to show off his new splendor. He ordered a parade to be held the next day, or a live stream. The following morning, his subjects lined the streets and the live chat for the big parade. I mean, okay, just the streets. On the following morning, his subjects lined the streets for the big parade. Word had spread about the emperor's new clothes that only enlightened people with healthy lifestyles could see, and everyone was determined to be more right-minded than his or her neighbor. The parade began with great hoopla. As the emperor marched his pale, bloated, patriarchal carcass down the street, everyone loudly oohed and awed at his beautiful clothes. Blind followers, cult-like chatters, not on this channel. Nonetheless, all except one small boy. The emperor is naked! The parade stopped. The emperor paused, and a hush fell over the crowd until one quick-thinking peasant shouted, "No, he isn't! The emperor is merely endorsing a clothing optional lifestyle." those who continue to follow, even after the wool has been pulled off of their eyes. A cheer went up from the crowd, and the throngs stripped off their clothes and danced in the sun as nature had intended. The country was clothing optional from that day forward. And the tailor, deprived of any livelihood, packed up his needle and thread and was never heard from again. The end. I like to consider myself to be the tailor. Now that I've read the story, I don't feel like I am unduly influencing your thought processes like a cult leader would do. Allowed freedom of thought. I see myself as a tailor, but I'm not going to pack up my needle and thread and go away. Although I'm sure there are several of you that fucking wish I would. Several being more than two, but less than many. So, that's it, kids. I have to get on with my day. It is the tradition here on Lip Lock No More that I sing you out. Why, you might ask? Oh, well, because I can and I want to, and it's my channel. If I have missed you kids in live chat, I'm really sorry, but I promise I will see you when your live chat uploads. Like I said, since I'm shadow banned and always being under human review, it takes at least, seems like 24 hours for live chat upload, whereas others in their live streams, and it is automatically fucking there. I don't know. Anyway, must be you guys. It ain't on me. It's all y'all's fault. So here we go. And I'm just going to sing the last verse because, okay. But it just seems to fit right in because the song is titled The Emperor's New Clothes. It was sung wonderfully by one of my favorite female recording artists of her time, Sinead O'Connor. And the first time I ever heard it, I was watching the newly released video of the song on MTV. And I was tripping balls on mushrooms. Yeah. So that video has stuck with me for years. So if you would like to hear the entire song and see the video of The Emperor's New Clothes by Sinead O'Connor, hang on a second, and I will see if I can drop it in our chat because I'm learning new stuff with this technology. Give me a second. Because I'm always texting the mods to do stuff. And they're very kind in doing so. Because it's all volunteer, y'all know that. Mods are. I think I did it. I think I did. Well, like I said, an old dog can learn new tricks. It can be a little bit scary, kids. I know my demographics here, and I know there are the majority of you. You're very familiar with technology, but there might be one other person out there like me that you just start trembling. Well, that is the link, and it turned up in blue on my phone, so it should work, to the video of Sinead O'Connor's Emperor's New Clothes, where you can hear the entire song, which I absolutely, hands down. But the last verse goes a little something like this, and of course I'm not her, so I'm just going to give it my best. I got to get the band in my head. Everyone can see what's going on. They laugh because they know they're untouchable, not because what I said was wrong. Through their own words, they will be exposed. They've all got a sudden case of the Emperor's New Clothes. The Emperor's New Clothes. The Emperor's New Clothes. Everyone can see what's going on. They laugh because they know they're untouchable, not because what I said was wrong. But through their own words, they will be exposed, because they've all got a sudden case of the Emperor's New Clothes. I love you guys. Thank you all for being here. Welcome again to all the new members. And although I do not always manage to practice what I preach, I will continue to ask you to be kind one to another. It's not going to hurt you, and it's not going to cost you anything. And it's going to come back to you tenfold when you're expecting it the least. But the good Lord above knows that you need it the very most. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, because this batshit old lady's got shit to do. And I love you. I'll see you out here on the mean streets. Now, behave yourselves. Oh, what am I thinking? I just wasted my breath and your time. Get out. Everyone can see what's going on. They laugh because they think they're untouchable, not because what I said was wrong. Through their own words, they will be exposed. They've all got a sudden case of the Emperor's